Okay, we're going to continue our examples from the first part in here. So first up is declaring an array. An array is a list of values. So here is a literal declaration where we declared a variable called colors, and then we assign colors this array here. And this is array syntax, the brackets. Now, there's another way to declare an array, where we, on one line, so we say var colors equals new array, and this is a parentheses, and then we list all the values in here. And so once the JavaScript interpreter gets to this line, it'll see this and go, okay, create this variable as an array with these values. Whereas this one is literally, this is the array, and it'll be assigned to this value. You can even have an array of arrays. Here we go. I'm putting an array inside that one. Blue. And gold. I will use blue, right? Let me choose this gold. I'm going to comment this one out just for now, and we're going to take a look what happens when we type colors. So we have an array, black, gray, blue, and an array with two elements, which we created here. Open that up, we see red and gold. And this is the index of the array, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So now, if I declare the array this way, var colors equal the array, and go here, we just have these three items in the array. So how can we get and set values in the array? So now that they're document, right, colors, and we want the second item. Now you heard me say second item, but I wrote number 1 here. So all arrays start from 0. They are indexed from 0. Meaning, if you want the first item, it's the 0th element. If I do this, and reload the page, what happened here? Document right colors, 1. You should have seen something here. Okay, let's check it out. Let's type colors. That's our array, colors. We want the second element. No, I didn't close that. Great. Oh, I didn't save this page. Let me save that. There we go. Great. Gray outputs there. Let me keep this line. I'll show you the 0th element, and the page will show you gray and black, because black is our first element. 0, 1, 2. So now let's do some addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So first number equals 5, and we're going to declare second number equals 6. Document.write first number plus second number. Document.write, and we're going to actually write some HTML into the browser. So I'll just see line break element. Okay, so this we're going to demonstrate math. So this is addition. We'll do this one, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So I just copy those lines, and now I'm going to change these operators. So the plus sign is, of course, addition. Minus sign is subtraction. The asterisk is multiplication. It's different from math where you're using the X, or it's a capital X in school. Here we actually use the asterisk, and division is the /. So I'm going to hit save, and we should see some results. Here we go. we see addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the answer to division. And let me see if we can get one more. So let me call it up, change this one to modulus 5. And so this is a different mathematical operation called modulus. This one just gives you the remainder. And the remainder is 5. Okay, comment that out. Let's see. And so there's some string operations. So here I used a multi-line comment, so I'll get rid of that there. And that there. So let's go over this. So we're going to create a variable called message, which says hello, a variable name that says Raul. I put a little space here. Now we're going to do a greeting. So create a new variable called greeting, which is message plus name plus exclamation mark. Now, so why are we adding strings? What is that? What does that mean? This is all called string concatenation. Means you're putting these strings together. So in other words, go find this variable called message, put it with this one called name. And let me. So here it's going to put them together, and when we look at the page, we see it all put together. Hello, Raul, exclamation. Now, let's take a look at this one. Here, so is this a number or a string? So I declared a variable called I equals 10 in quotation marks. Now I want an answer. So I declared a variable answer equals I plus the number 3. So what do we expect this to come out as? So if I type answer, we get 103. That's not 10 plus 3. That's correct. It's not. What it is the string 10 and add, or in this case, concatenate a 3 onto it. So what it did was change this to 103. So like this could have been Ted. The answer would be Ted 3. So that's one of the things to look out for. Now, if you really did want to have this interpreted as a number, one way is to do parse int. Here, this way it forces whatever is in here to be an integer. So if I did answer, I of course get 13, because it said, I know you might not look like a number, but I'm pretty sure you are, and let's see if we can do it. But of course, if you type something that really isn't a number, you should get nan, which is not a number. In some languages this works. Let's see. 8. So I had this thing that said 5 Ted, so it looked at it, goes, I think there's a number in here. I've got it. It must be 5, and I'll ignore this part that says Ted. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Now here, okay, this is very, very convenient. So we declared a variable called L, short for element, so document.getElement by ID greeting. So now we should look at our HTML source code. So where is an element with ID greeting? Here we go. There's a paragraph tag here. ID equals greeting, and it's empty. So this one allows us to access elements in a very easy way. So instead of having to declare this whole thing to assign it some text, we grab it, and then we can modify it in code. So now, whenever I use EL, it's actually going back to this one. So EL is element, which is greeting, text content equals greeting. So our greeting was back from here, hello Rahul. So when this script runs, it goes back to this element and goes, you know what, put that, the answer to this, into this element which has an ID of greeting, which is right here in the HTML source code. So now, if I change this greeting to just say answer, I'll see number 8 at the top of the screen because we used this variable instead. Let's see. If I did my currency, we get 34, which is the variable. Where did we change my currency? Oh, that was from the first lesson. Okay, my currency equals 33 plus 1. And that one we outputted into that element. So here you saw I used this JavaScript command, document.write, that just starts writing to the file, actually to the screen wherever this script is located. So our script was located at the end of the page, and so it started writing at the end of the page, right after this copyright information. That's only because that's where this script is located. Now, here we're specifying a specific part of our page. And also to note, putting the script at the end of the page makes it load after the page has been written. So why is that important? So for now, because the way the JavaScript interpreters work, they go through the page and wherever they see the script, they run it. Then they continue with the page. So here we start accessing elements. Actually, wait, let me show you what happens. It'll make it better. So if I move this up, and let me change this back to greeting. So, hello Rahul. Now, if I move this script up, so it's still below greeting. Now, once it's above greeting, it didn't work because the JavaScript interpreter came in, started running the script, going all these steps, and it got to this point. There isn't an element by the ID of greeting at this point in the script. So if we look up here, greeting is below it, so it couldn't do anything that's after it. That's why it's recommended to put your scripts at the end of the page. And thank you. That's basic JavaScript instructions.